And said that before the Mountain West Championship, you kind of said you wanted to get in there. That was your thing, and you weren't able to. What was that like leading up to that?
Well, I mean, just as it got closer to game time, those kind of opportunities, you gotta, for me, I just had to exhaust all options before, saying, all right, I'm not gonna go or something like that. So that's really what that was, to test it and see where it was, and it just, wasn't ready to go. So, we ended up not going.
Was it determined that you couldn't play, and were you good with it, or did you kind of feel that you weren't going to be able to, or?
I mean, we were kind of unsure, but for me, it was more so like I had to really know before I could, live with myself sitting on the sideline for a championship game. So that's really what that was, is just to be, completely sure or unsure that, I could or could not go.
Think you'll play Saturday?
That's the goal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obvious, but being a senior, your last chance on Saturday, how if you can even walk, are you going to drag yourself out there? I mean, how badly do you want to play on Saturday?
I mean, I really want to play, and obviously we all want that to happen, and so I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that happens, and things have been going really well. We're progressing in the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're not doing much practicing. When do you think there's a chance? Is there a plan, I guess, to get out there maybe in the next day or two? Or
yeah, I mean, it's just kind of a day-to-day thing. We're just kind of the struggle of it, but at the same time, that's the situation. So we just assess it after every day and then go from there.
How frustrating has it been, missing the last two games after all you went through last year and stuff, and you're having such a good year, then to have to miss a couple big games?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not how you picture it all, ending and all that. But I mean, for me, it's just keep working, put my head down and just try to do whatever I can to get back on the field.
What has stood out to you about the season that Brett's had? And he had the first month probably wasn't the easiest, and you're pretty close with him. What has stood out to you about what he's done?
I think he just kind of started to relax a little bit, and just really get out there and start having fun again, and just slinging the rock around, which I think he does best is when he's just playing loose. He can go out there and really do some damage, and so he's been doing that great all year, I thought.
I want to ask you about Avery Williams, a guy that you don't really play with him necessarily, but he's been a big weapon for your offense in a way. What has stood out to you about him and the impact he's made on the team?
Yeah, I mean, he's been the same person since he got here when he was redshirt. A fiery guy who's gonna get in your face all the time, and that probably frustrates some people. Being an incoming freshman doing that. But I mean, obviously he's a great player and gives us really good field position in the punt return game. For our offense to start, so that's huge. Little aspects of the game like that. People can tend to look away from, but for us, I mean, it's a huge asset, and he's a great player, on defense as well.
Sorry. So have you been cleared? I mean, is it just a pain tolerance thing, or you still have to be cleared by doctors, or where?
It's a little bit of everything. Okay. So I mean, like I said earlier, it's just like a day-to-day, assessment that we do.
What percentage would you say your health was?
Probably 110 right now.
Out of what? I'm just kidding. But with bowl games, why are bowl games important to you guys, and how much do you enjoy them? People can say there's too many or whatever. What do they mean to you guys?
I think one, just to go another chance to go out and compete, and really prove yourself against a non-conference opponent in most cases. So I think it's definitely huge for our programs, getting out there and showing that we can compete with the Pac-12 or the Big 12, whoever it is. So I think that's really cool for us, and then also for those younger guys leading to the next season. I think it's definitely a huge, kind of step and milestone, going into an off season of training.
Historically, Boise State's had a ton of success in the Las Vegas Bowl and against Pac-12 teams. Is that a point of pride for this team to keep that going?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, whatever game we're in, though, we're going to go out there and compete and, trying to win a game. So, I mean, yeah, it's the Las Vegas Bowl. We've played in it before, but at the same time, we can't fall back on those things. You got to show up and play on Saturday.
You guys haven't played Oregon in some time, not when anyone else or on this team was around the last time you played, but is it like a known rivalry despite the lack of times you've played Oregon between these two schools?
I think a little bit for some guys, probably more than others, just due to where you grew up and stuff like that. But I mean, it's definitely known that they've competed a few times against each other, and that's something that we should look at. So yeah.